We have some Yeezys dropping this week, a Trophy Room Air Jordan 1 collaboration, a return of a classic Air Max 1, and a new colorway of Kyrie's newest sneaker. Let's talk about everything dropping this week. Yo, welcome back to week 12 of my weekly release calendar. If you're new here, I cover all the sneaker releases of the week. I compile everything into this Google Doc, which you could access in the video description. And let's go over everything that's relevant for this week. So let's look at what's dropping. So on Monday, we're gonna see two new Yeezys drop. Well, not technically new. So if we look at the Yeezy Boost 350, which might be dead in a sense, AKA no hype, these will be dropping. These are actually a restock. They dropped back in 2021 amidst the pandemic. Now they're re-releasing. I don't expect this to sell out. So if you want a pair, I suggest you wait it out. Probably get it for below retail. As well, we have the Yeezy 500. Now this is a new colorway. This one's pretty clean. The colorway is actually called Stone Taupe, but this is essentially like a white gum colorway. It's retailing for $210. I don't expect these to sell either. So if you wait it out, I'm sure you could get this for under retail. On Wednesday, we have a bulk of general releases, mostly from Nike. We do have a Jordan 14 with this colorway Flint Gray, which is just a clean but kind of lackluster colorway. It does remind me of the Oregon Duck PEs. I'll put an image up right here for you guys. But these retail for $210, so it's a little steep in my opinion. But aside from that, Wednesday is just a ton of GRs. I really want to focus on Thursday. Now we have our first big collab of this month. This is the Trophy Room Air Jordan 1 Low OG. Everything with Trophy Room always sells out, and mostly because they're getting backdoored. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case for this collaboration here. Retails for $140. If you were to get a pair, you could probably flip it for $400 or $500. But this is supposed to be one of two colorways. So the nickname of this sneaker is actually going to be called the Rookie Card. So this whole theme is inspired off of Michael Jordan's Rookie Card. And if you don't know what Trophy Room is, it's actually Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan's sneaker shop based in Florida. So there's some few goodies on or with this box. Yeah, see, if you look at the details of the box itself, it's supposed to mimic a booster pack. So this is the away colorway. There's going to be a home colorway, which I believe has a white swoosh, but we don't have confirmation of that pair just yet. But retails for $140. Pretty clean, classic Jordan black, white, red colors. You can't go wrong. Now moving on, this is a classic Dunk Low. This is a Dunk Low Plum. These also dropped back in 2020, I believe. Super limited release. Now they're releasing again, so this is technically like a restock. Hopefully they'll be easier to get. Retails for $115 if you're a big skater. I know these aren't Dunk SBs, but for big Nike heads, this is kind of considered a Dunk Grail. So these are the Plums. I'm gonna try to go for a pair. This is a pair that originally dropped in 2001. I never had a pair, so might be a good time to cop, hopefully. Moving on. So this next shoe I'm gonna talk about is a pretty low-key release. I think not many people know about it, and it's because they're dropping in Japan. So this is the Jordan 2 Low Cherry Blossom to celebrate or commemorate the Cherry Blossom season, which is around this time in March and April. And I think this shoe's pretty nice. The details of it. So obviously when you look at the shoe, it gives you the sense that this is inspired off of a cherry blossom. I just love all the subtle details, right? It's not too out there, too overly pink, and it's just a gradient of light pink to dark. And with that outsole being the same thing, this is a nice touch. So yeah. Oh, and the box. If you look at this box, obviously this is a good representation of Japan. I wouldn't be surprised if that's some Japanese right there behind that Jumpman, but I'm assuming that's Mount Fuji. I wonder if they're going to drop in the States. I know, a few months back we had, the Chinese New Year Air Force Ones that were China exclusive. I can see this being, a Japan exclusive. And I do like the direction of Nike going back to having regional releases for shoes that relate to, certain cultures. So this is a nice shoe. I wouldn't be surprised if this would resell for a lot, even though it's Jordan 2 Low and not many people like the Jordan 2s. But this might be a cop, honestly. So moving on, on Friday, we have a bunch of collabs. And one thing you're going to notice is if you look here, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Hunter x Hunter. So all the cartoon and anime fans, this is your week. I'm not going to cover these shoes in detail because One Piece collab, there's 4 shoes. Hunter x Hunter, there's 5 shoes. Let's talk about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So this is a pretty big collaboration from Adidas. This is on the Superstar, and the nickname is Shell Toe, which is pretty clever. But if you look at it, the shoe itself is packaged like a toy. So you look right here, that's pretty sick, right? It's a nice detail, and considering the whole thing is just turtle theme, if you're a big fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this is a must cop for you guys. Retails for $130. It's pretty affordable. It's not too bad, and the materials look pretty nice. As I said earlier, the return of a classic Air Max 1. Now, this pair is dropping in women's sizing, which is kind of weird, right? Why it should just be unisex, but it doesn't even say that they're women's shoes here, but these are confirmed women's shoes, but obviously it's going to have that unisex sizing, which is women's, and then a male size, which is a 1.5 size difference. But these will retail for $150. This is my favorite Air Max 1 of the OG colorways, and these will be dropping on the 22nd in a full family size run. And that's your classic big bubble Air Max 86 bucks. Not much to say, right? Other than it's a classic, and I will be going for this pair. They actually did drop earlier overseas, so they're already out on the market. I don't think resale is too high, so if you miss out, hopefully it's not too expensive. Our big Jordan release will be these Jordan 9 Powder Blues. So this is commemorating the 30-year anniversary. So this is one of the OG colorways that dropped in 1994. It's hard to imagine that this shoe originally released 30 years back. And back then, these retail for 125 bucks. So now seeing that it went from 125 to 210 is pretty crazy. But if you're a big Jordan guy, this is a good shoe to have. This is an OG, of course. But these as well are dropping in a full family size run. 9s just don't get the love that obviously the 11s, 4, 5, 1s get, but it's a good shoe. And the last shoe I want to talk about today will be these Kai 1s. So as you guys know, Kyrie Irving has signed with ANTA, and his first colorway sold out immediately. So this is kind of the second colorway of his newest signature sneaker. This is supposed to be ANTA's flagship basketball sneaker that's actually priced pretty well. So the retail price is going to be 125 bucks. Unfortunately for the second colorway, it's limited to 132 pairs, but it's pretty clean, right? It gives me this space theme with that gray and the orange, red, purple gradients. But do expect these to sell ASAP, especially considering there's only 323 pairs. But yeah, dude, shout out to Kyrie. He scored a game winner. It was a left-handed floater against the Nuggets, which was insane. So it must be the shoes, right? But these are nice. I'm hoping to get a pair eventually, but for now, these are just selling out. More colorways should be coming soon. But that's about it. And of course, there's so many other releases this week. Feel free to check out this stock that I have prepared. And other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.